Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a very short and to the point video about two of the most important accessories that you can buy for your new iPhone 13 or iPhone 12, whatever to be the case. And those two accessories are a cover case and a screen protector. Now, the screen protector first. As you can see, this one has taken a bit of a bashing. The display beneath it is still in great shape, but it's all covered in scratches and everything. But it's done its job. It has protected the display of the phone. Now onto the back, I've had this cover on for most of the year, but for the past 2 weeks I carried out a simple experiment, if you wish. I had the cover off, so I removed this, I carried the phone as is, and to my surprise, in the 2 weeks that I used it without a cover, it has had a lot of scratches. I don't know how visible they are on the camera, but there are a bunch of small scratches here on the bottom side, and there's a few also here on the top end of the phone. And while I had this phone without a protective case on, I actually babied it quite a lot, so I didn't keep it in the same pocket as my keys, I didn't drop it anywhere, I didn't put it on harsh surfaces, yet there's still a ton of little scratches on it, which is completely annoying to me. Now, why is this relevant also for the iPhone 13? Well, for all intents and purposes, we know by now that the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 12 are made of the exact same materials. So whatever scratches or dents the iPhone 12 will pretty much do the same on the 13 as well. And well, this conversation is very relevant for the iPhone 13, especially when it comes to the display. Why do I say that? Well, recently, as in for the past week or so, media outlets have reported one thing. Initially reported by a YouTube channel by the name of Phone Repair Guru, who obviously, as the name implies, fixes phones. Well, basically, if you change the display on the iPhone 13s with a different third-party display, FaceId will stop working. Now, FaceId is baked into the OS to such a degree that I think it's very, very bad when it's not working. The user experience is going to be seriously affected. Not only do you have to enter a 6-digit code every single time you want to unlock your phone, you're gonna have to enter your code manually for every single time you make a purchase. In the App Store, you have to log into the applications manually and so on. So having FaceId not work is a critical aspect. So what this boils down to is very simple. Repairing an iPhone 13 now with a third-party supplied display is really not a good idea, as it's going to hamper the functionality of the device quite severely. So at this point, your only other option is obviously the Apple Store. And at that point, you're going to pay $330 for an iPhone 13 Pro Max display replacement, $279 for an iPhone 13 Pro and an iPhone 13, and even the iPhone 13 mini is about $229. The same prices go for the iPhone 12 series, so these are expensive. The back cover is even more eye-wateringly expensive at $599 for the iPhone 13 Pro Max, $549 for the Pro, and $449 for the regular 13, going all the way down to $400 for the iPhone 13 mini. Now that's more than half of the cost of a new mini altogether. So repairing this is going to be mightily expensive, as has always been the case. Now, if you can live with a third-party replacement for the back cover, as it doesn't seem to inhibit any of the functionalities, the same can clearly not be said of the display. The display is really going to need you to go to Apple, at least for the time being. As I've said, this can be a bug that Apple left in iOS, but I wouldn't be willing to risk my own hard-earned money on this. So my honest opinion here is get a screen protector, get a case for the device. They will protect the device, they will keep it looking better for longer. It will actually mean that you get more when you sell it on the used market, because obviously people want to buy phones in good condition. And it also means it will protect you from very expensive mistakes more often than not. Granted, if you drop your phone from, let's say, the third floor all the way to the ground, probably a tiny case such as this is not going to help too much. But at least in normal day-to-day accidents, it will actually help. Obviously, Apple has their own solution for this in the form of AppleCare Plus, which is a for-pay service. Obviously, since it's Apple, it costs about $200 for 2 years and brings repair costs down quite significantly. So for instance, for a screen repair or a back panel repair, you're going to pay $29, and for any other damages, you're going to pay $99 per incident. And there are 2 incidents covered by AppleCare Plus per year. So overall, I think it's very well worth it if you're generally clumsy or don't want to use a cover or any form of display protection on your iPhone. With that being said, I hope you find this video useful. If you liked it, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.